Hi, you guys. Melissa here with My Academy, wanting to share a way that we can help students stay organized and work to enable them to complete work on a daily basis. Google Calendar is a great tool to teach students how to create their own schedules. So students can plug in their non-negotiable items such as work schedules, family obligations, or other times that they cannot complete schoolwork. Then once they kind of have that scheduled out, they can fill in their schedule with times every day that they can complete schoolwork. Another really cool thing about Google Calendar is you can connect your Gmail to your phone, and which will enable pop-ups to alert students when it is time for them to, complete their schoolwork, when it is time for them to complete their other family obligations. So it really kind of helps them create that daily schedule. And it kind of almost, I tell students it acts as like a typical school bell schedule, right? So when they're in school, they're in science class and then the bell rings and then they go to math class, right? So it's kind of like that natural shift. But Google Calendar can really help students do this, just managing their own time. So you can show students how to do this in person if you're sitting with them, or if you're working virtually, the student can share their computer screens with you and you can kind of walk them through how to do this. So what you'll want them to do is open Google Calendar, which they can access from their Gmail account. So in order to use Google Calendar, you have to have a Gmail account. So if they're in their Gmail here, they can click on these 9 dots up here and navigate to the Google Calendar by clicking this calendar icon. So once they click that, this is what will open, and this is what the calendar looks like. Once they see their calendar, I usually start by having them plug in their daily non-negotiable items, right? Like their work schedule. So say you're working with a student and the student says, well, I work every day from 9 to 12. And you're like, okay, great. So let's plug that in because that's a non-negotiable item. So you just click on the square that it starts at, and then you can drag it down to here. I'm dragging it to 12 p.m. So student works from 9 to 12. And then this will pop up. So you can teach the student how to give it a title. So we'll just say work at Starbucks. Say this student works at Starbucks. And then you can also show the student how to repeat an item. So if every day they work from 9 to 12 at Starbucks, you can show them, okay, you click that more options button, and then you can click this does not repeat, and then you can have it repeat every day, Monday through Friday. So once I click that, I click save, and then you will notice every day that button or that schedule pops up there. So now that student knows, okay, 9 to 12 p.m. I cannot do work, right? I can't do schoolwork then. It takes me maybe a half an hour to get to and from work, so I'm going to maybe leave this blank. Or you can even have the student put this in. So drive home, and then this could be like their lunch break. Right, and then we're going to click more options again, and we're going to repeat this because this is kind of a daily activity that they're going to have to do, right? Drive home from Starbucks, eat lunch, makes sense. And then, after that, maybe they have to care for their siblings on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So again, you can have them schedule in their non-negotiable items. So babysit, and then that is going to be repeated. So you can do a custom repeat also. So you could do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then click done. And then that will repeat. So now we know this is kind of their daily non-negotiable schedule. And then you can say, okay, so on Mondays, right, you're working in the morning, you're driving home, you're having lunch, then you're babysitting. And then after that, let's take a little break and then let's start some schoolwork, right? So maybe on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you're going to spend maybe 2 hours from 4 to 6 doing your schoolwork. Okay, and then you can have them repeat that. Again, click more options. You can click this custom button. and then click Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because they're going to keep this schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So on their babysitting days, they're going to work from 4 to 6. All right, and then they have time for their schoolwork. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they don't have to babysit. So maybe they'll start their schoolwork after they get home from work and eating lunch, and maybe they'll work for 2 hours from 1 to 3 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you can have them type in schoolwork. And again, we can repeat this. This is going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then we click save, and then you can see that that showed up on both Tuesdays and Thursdays. The other cool thing about Google Calendar is, like, let's say something pops up in the day, you can show the student, well, okay, so let's say Tuesday, I got home from work and, you know, I had to go grocery shopping because we needed food. So, you know, they can slide this work down, and it's going to say, do you want to edit the recurring event? And this is the only time they want to edit this one. So they're going to click this event, and then that's it. And so they'll do their schoolwork later in the day here. So Google Calendar really is a great way to teach students how to manage their own time and manage their own schedules. The other really awesome part about this is that if their Gmail is connected to their phone, they will get a reminder that pops up like, oh, okay, it's 4 o'clock on Tuesday. I get a reminder on my phone. It's time to start schoolwork. And then if something comes up and they can't do it at that time, then they can move that calendar invite around and find some more time to do their work. I have found with some students, this is really, really helpful because they understand the importance of completing work daily and how that will impact their pacing and the completion of their courses. So give it a try with students, see how it works. Obviously, you can be flexible with this and teach students how to be flexible with a schedule. So give it a try. Let me know how it goes. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Hope you guys have a great day.